The rule of thirds is a basic idea in photography and art. It's a building block in the foundations of composition. The rule of thirds suggests that subjects in photographs look better when they're placed on imaginary lines, guidelines, or grid lines. The rule of thirds is a fundamental theory, and your photography may look more appealing with an understanding of the rule of thirds grid lines. In this activity, you'll process a cardboard rule of thirds grid to help nurture the primary skill of photography composition. Step 1 is to watch the tutorial on how to process a cardboard rule of thirds grid. After you process the grid, label both sides with your first and last name on them. Use at least 5 colors of marker, pencil, or pen to decorate each side. Each side of the grid should have your first and last name written on it and display your artwork using at least 5 colors. To submit this assignment, you should deliver a picture of side 1 of your completed grid, a picture or photograph of side 2 of your completed grid, and a picture of you holding your completed grid. The materials you'll need for this build are cardboard, tape, pencil, roller, scissors, box cutter, glue, string, and markers or color pencils. Cut 2 pieces of cardboard approximately 12 inches by 8 inches. If you're using a box cutter to do this, be extra careful. Align a ruler. This one's about 1.5 inches, but any ruler will do. Align a ruler to the edges of the cardboard and draw a straight line, the thickness of the ruler, along all of the edges. This will create a square or a rectangle in the center. Cut out the centers of the cardboard. Again, if you're using a box cutter or sharp edge, you might want to get help to do this, or be very careful. We'll do that to both pieces. We're getting ready to cut string, but before we do that, we'll measure the horizontal and vertical hole in the center. We'll cut 4 pieces of string. We'll cut two that are slightly larger than the vertical dimension, and we'll cut two that are slightly larger than the horizontal dimension. Tape two pieces of string vertically across one piece of the cut cardboard as to divide the space into thirds. Tape two pieces of string horizontally across the same piece of cardboard to divide the space into thirds horizontally. Trim up any string, excess string that goes over the edges. Glue the two pieces together, aligning them best you can. Allow the glue to dry. After the glue has dried, place your first and last name on both sides of the grid and decorate it using at least 5 colors on each side. You can use markers, colored pencils, whatever you have. Making sure that your name is on both sides and each side has at least 5 colors. Take 2 close-up photographs, one of each side of your grid. Have a friend or family member take a picture of you holding your completed grid. With your completed rule of thirds grid, you can exercise framing subjects without even taking a picture. With new awareness and practice, you can make efforts toward improving your photography and composition skills using the rule of thirds. Enjoy.